Confidentiality. I, integrity. A,
Integrity,
availability.
availability.
So now what is it? What is confidentiality?
The secrecy of data.
Okay, keeping data safe. Safe for unauthorized access. Yes. Keeping data safe from unauthorized access. What about integrity?
It means
Making
the
data
completeness.
untouched, unaltered. That is the completeness of the data. What about availability? Who wants to access it?
Cyber attackers.
Clients. Anybody?
The cyber attackers.
The cyber attackers. Wait, how does it say what? You said keeping it available for the cyber attackers.
I said you want to access it. I don't.
Okay, who wants to access it? Keeping it from who?
Oh,
Okay, now I get you. I get said when I asked, I was like, from who? He said cyber attackers. Yes. Yes. They are also the unauthorized access. But you are keeping it for which people? The authorized user. Hey, that was my question. Maybe you didn't hear me well. I was like, for who are you making it available for? It's for the
okay.
authorized users. So I think we dealt with these. What is one of the attack that can compromise availability? What's their name? Denial of service and distributed denial of service. You see why you need to take note or read what we are doing in class, because these are going to be we're going to interact, question and answer, question and answer, question. Did I send this slide to the group? I did, right? This particular move, this one. You didn't get. I used the message to the group. Can't find it. Too many groups. Good. Okay. Yes, I sent it now. I want to share it again. For somebody like that, yes, that came. Okay, so you said it's DOS and distributed denial of service. So history of cybersecurity and its continued importance to organization operation. These are some of the past incidents that have happened. Well-known incidents that have, for example, now the St. Maurice worm. Worm is a malware. Register that into your head now. There's a malware called worm. What worm does is it can replicate itself in a network. Now, this takes me back to what is a network? What is a computer network? Computer network can be defined as when two or more systems are interconnected to share resources, right? So that is a network. It's forming a network. I asked the other day, all of our systems here are connected to that router. We are in a network. It's called wireless local area network. So anytime you come across computer network, it's talking of when two or more systems are interconnected to share resources, to more like sharing data and resources. That is a computer network. So a one virus can affect this system, but since this system is connected to other systems and they're in a network, it can replicate itself without the help of anybody. It replicates it to this system in that network, to your system, without you doing anything. You see how sophisticated and dangerous it is. That is one. But virus, there's also, if we check, we'll do that type of malware. Virus is a type of malware. Then worm. So a virus needs you before it can run on your system. For example, I can infect a flash drive and give you. If you put it on your system, it infects your system, right? You remove it. You have to still give it to the other person to infect. So virus, it needs you to be able to be effective. But worm does not need you. I can send a worm as I can embed a worm inside a link and send it to you. Once you click the link, it opens, right? It registers the worm on your system. From your system, if that system is connected to any network, it will replicate itself to other systems that is in that network. That's why I asked, what is a network? It is when two or more systems are connected. So because they are connected, it can move from here to here. But if they are not connected, which there's nothing putting them together, it just stop there to be on one system. But if that system is in a network, start moving from one to another. That is a worm virus. So it was created in 1980s to 1990s. 1980s, the Avin brothers created the virus, the brain virus, and Morris worm. In 1988, Robert Noyce developed a program to assess the size of the internet. Now, that one originally was for an experiment. This guy, Robert Morris, wanted to create something to check the size of the internet. It now crashed and turned into this worm and now start replicating itself. Normal. The purpose was to create that thing, that technology that can run through all the systems you see now to check how big the internet is using our system. To be moving from one system to another, but it now became a worm, it now became a virus, now corrupting files, eating up our hardware programs, embedded programs on the system. That is how it became a virus. So cyber attackers now leveraging on the bad part of it. Originally, it was to check the size, how big the internet is. You see the difference now of how big the internet. How can you check the size of the internet? Who owns the internet? It's a very valid question. Who owns the internet? Say God. Oh my God, this is the first time I'm hearing this answer. Oh my gosh. That no, if you check, that's valid, right? It's valid. Said God. But sometimes I just be like, nobody. You said?
I guess it's the users.
It's the users.
Yeah.
No, you did not create shit, bro. Nobody. The internet is owned by nobody. That is why Elon Musk could just, he had so many money, then he went to the space. He could be able to build infrastructure and created Starlink. If you have money to, you can meet up with standard procedures and everything. You can have your own, right? That's just it. It's not owned by anybody. You can only go there and be maintaining it. As he said, God. You can only go there and maintain. MTN, they just have a little portion that they are maintaining. They don't own it. They are like our internet service provider. Elon Musk did. It was our internet. It's not just MTN Glow, this thing that no. You know, have you been to? I think some African countries, they have their network they are using. Right? They have their network they are using. You go to US now, you'll be hearing AT&T, you hear Vodafone, you hear Verizon, you hear. There are many, right? These people are internet service provider. You see how big it is. Yeah, you don't own shit. Nobody owns it. If you have the money, you can create and call it hosting. People will go and buy your SIM. They will buy data. They will be browsing. They will be doing everything using your service to browse the internet because you now have the money to maintain a particular place. That's just so. So nobody owns the internet, but since God created the heaven and the earth, let's give it to God. Okay. So attacks in digital age. Attack in digital age, there are a lot of attacks, trust me, so many. I can tell you multiple that will wow you. Let me get you one. And we are going to do a class drill. Attack in digital age. In the UK, this thing happened this year, right? An attacker created an AI bot. He made an AI bot to communicate with somebody to what's her name? She's a secretary in a big firm, big organization, right? Secretary to the boss himself. So the AI was chatting with her. If you read the chat, you feel it's a human being. You've done something with ChatGPT before now. You can communicate. Some people even call ChatGPT their boyfriend right now. Some call ChatGPT their girlfriend because of how communicative. So that chat, the guy created it. This chat was communicating with this girl, telling her if she say anything, the chat will make a research within in milliseconds. If I say millisecond, which means never up to 1 second, run a research and reply her. So the chat was not telling her, giving her more opportunity, like showing her more opportunity of the role she's in right now, promising her way more, not just with words, with documents, with real documents, telling her everything. She believed everything and gave that bot an access. This was just communication. The bot sent her a link. She clicked the link to fill the form for the job she has not seen. Immediately, they gained access to her system, from her system to the MD. They took a lot of money, over £2 million through invoice. So after everything, forensic came. The digital forensic, the cybersecurity is a course on the team. Forensic came, they were running, okay, they were tracing it. This guy, it was a dead end. Yeah, it was a dead end until, there's no how you be smart. Sometimes there's always a loophole, that kind of thing. Yeah. So they now found out that it was a robot, a bot, which is an AI, that this woman had been communicating with. How will you catch that person that did that thing? You want to go and catch a bot. So to tell you how sophisticated it is in this age now, people can create, you can be chatting thinking you are talking to a real human being. Not when you are talking to one machine that have been programmed. Yes, that have been programmed. How do you mitigate against that kind of thing? Very smart. You will just believe if they arrange the letter for you to tell you everything you want to hear. Yes. So that's one of. Then there's another one, there's Pegasus. Pegasus that can just, you don't need to activate it. You don't need to do anything. Once it's sent to your phone, for example, maybe like a link, a picture, a video, a file or anything. You just stay there. You start giving us, giving everybody, it's called listener, your phone library, your image, your location, your camera, your messages, more like somebody else is using your phone. Yes, that's Pegasus. You can use Flipper Zero to do that. Then there's something called Evo Twin. Evo Twin. That's a wireless router there, right? If I deploy an Evo Twin, it will bring that one down and my own will be there using the same name. Just that it will log you out. But when you turn on your Wi-Fi again, you will see the name. You log in again. When you log in now, all of your traffic are redirected to my rogue Wi-Fi. Everything you are doing, I'm seeing it. You are no longer under that one now. But that is what you think you are. But you are with my own router. I can use Flipper Zero can do that. In 5 minutes, you are done. You just be seeing everything. You go to your bank app, for example, mobile app, put your email, put your password. Bro, I'm seeing them in plain text. Because now all of your traffic are redirected to mine. No longer MTN, no longer Airtel, no longer Blue. Yeah, that is wrong. It's called Evo Twin. You see how there are many. We will talk about many of them, right? Then common attacks and their effectiveness. These are common attacks. Common attacks can be social engineering. What is social engineering? Manipulating someone to reveal sensitive information that they're not intended to. I can send you a link. You just be like, oh, I trust these guys. It took 4 years. So I can send you a link and just manipulate your system and start frustrating information. Or it might be somebody that likes sporty bets. You see, there is always a vulnerability before an attacker can exploit. Before they can do bad things, there's always a vulnerability. So they either check for your system vulnerability. If there is none, you as a person, and I'm going to say this today, this thing is human being are the most vulnerable when it comes to security. They are the worst. Yes. When a system has flaw, what do? You can update patches, you can fix it. If you meet a chronic sporty bet person, can you change the person with just saying, don't do it again? If you say don't do it again, the next minute, I just meet and say, after this game, sure, very sure. I'll just give them the link. It has happened countless times. Yes, this thing I just said casually. It might not be sporty. Foreign countries, there are different vulnerabilities. Some people can use people that love smoking weed. That is their vulnerability. So once I know that that is your flaw, and I'm a bad person, I will feed on it by giving you more so that you can talk more. You will not know when you give me your password. Yes. So there are different steps. The first one is conduct research. Step how cyber attackers run their exploitation, run their. Okay, yeah. First one is conduct research. There are different steps. When we get to that part, I just want to train you to that on it. Conduct research. The second one is identify targets. During the conducting research, now let's use this class. Okay, we are 5. Conducting research. Now, if we have a domain name, I mentioned domain. What is domain name? What is DNS? That's domain name service, right? Somebody should walk me through what a domain name is. Beautiful, sir. Domain name is a unique name for a website. For example, techedit.dev, that is a domain name. Originally, it's supposed to be an IP address. Internet protocol 192.168.0.1. But because of the DNS, now you're now hosting it on a hosting service. You now change the IP address into a domain name. So instead of writing to access a website, you just put the unique domain name. Let me give you an instance. Yeah, you can log out. You can use your system now. You can leave it. Even if you go there later, you still have to log in. But as long as it's there, you got an email address. You got an email now, right? You got an email. You got an email, Prosper. Check your email. Yeah, we're almost done. Okay, don't distract our class. You will do that. Don't worry. Start the class. So you do it. So as I was saying about the instead of using IP address, instead of using this or this, you are now using google.com. You understand now? You get now. Look at my screen. Instead of using this one, now this is what is now translated to this. So this is now a domain name. Originally, we are supposed to be using this IP address to access this. But since we are now hosting it, no, you have to use 8.8. Yes, to access server. This is a domain name. To access server, let's, for example, ns lookup 8.8.8.8. Now, you see, name, DNS, Google. Domain, DNS, you see, just DNS.google. Right now, I'm communicating with Google server right now, but it's not effective. Talk to me. Google server directly. See, it just take us to Google public DNS. Google public DNS, domain name service. It's for Google. I can start DNS name. Is google.com. It's Google. Everything is Google. Querying is Google. Client name is Google. Everything is under Google. This 8.8 now. So other servers has their own. Yes. Yes, they have. No, don't use to IP address. IP internet protocol address. What is internet protocol? That's IPA. What does it do? It converts it's connected to something direct. An IP address is what helps you browse the internet. It's like the transport communication between your system and the server. That's what an IP address is all about. That's the first thing.
Just to determine the location the client is.
IP address determines. Ask your question again.
That's the idea.
Yes.
And to determine the value of the
You want to know why? Where is this router built? This router, yeah, this router. Where is the organization? Where is this is Airtel? Where is Airtel? Nigeria, Benin City, or Lagos, or anywhere, right? None of two. No, yeah, cybersecurity. For the 2 weeks, or oh, you registered. You're welcome, sir. That was it. Okay, so now the ISP provider always reiterate back to the internet service provider. They are the one now managing and maintaining this router, right? There is what we call DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, that gives your system an IP address. See, if I on my hotspot for you now and you want to connect, my phone is giving your phone an IP address. Why is it giving an IP address? So that you can browse the internet. So the location where you are, where this thing is created, if you go to the US and you are connected to a router in the US, where do you think which location do you think it will give you? In the US. So VPN is now what masks that IP address, and now you now change. When people say, I want to use VPN to change my location, once you now turn on VPN, you now set a particular location on your VPN, you now mask your original local or your original private IP address, and now give you the country you are putting there. That is what the server now will now be communicating with. So it's not like a V. This is you. This is the VPN server. This is the server you want to communicate with. So instead of coming directly to this place, you are now using VPN to mask it. So you now change the location to either London, UK, America, whatever place. Then that's just how it works. So if you want to use, I can use, that is why I can use your IP address, though it's not unique. It changes. You can connect today. Tomorrow when you come back and check, your IP address has changed. Can we do that? You can go and. You said? Why did you say that? So your IP address changes. It is not unique. The only thing that is unique is your MAC address, media access control. If you are writing it down, write it down. This is important. MAC address, media access control, is a number, an embedded number that comes with your system by the manufacturer. You are doing something else, no problem. Just go. Okay, MAC address, yes, MAC address, media access control. So, what's the name? Samson. Samson. Okay, you are welcome. Yeah, it's called media access control. That is the MAC address. So we're still talking about common attacks and effects and their effectiveness. Now I mentioned keylogger. Remember when I mentioned keylogger last week? Keylogger. So keylogger is a very sophisticated attack that can steal your keystroke. So keystroke is more like crossbar. Crossbar. Keylogger. See, anytime you are typing with your keyboard, right? If you type A has his own type of sound with his keystroke. This is his keystroke to like the system understand how you are typing A because of your keystroke. So now keyloggers is viewed as a payload to infiltrate keystroke. Right. So I can be here, infect your system, and you are anywhere in the world and infect your system. Whatever you're not typing, I'll be seeing it here in plain text. Right? Anything you are doing, with as long as you're using your keyboard, I'll be seeing it here. If you do this delete, you'll be seeing it back. But I'll show you as time goes on. I'll display this thing as time goes on. You'll be seeing it from the other end. So let's take, for example, somebody is trying to log into maybe their work environment. You work in an organization, you should have a user account. For those of us that have worked in any organization before, you should have a user account, right? Let's say you want to log into your environment to work. Let's say you work at the bank, Zenith Bank. And you go there, you take your email address, you put your email address and your password. I'm seeing it right in plain text. So I can go to that same server. I can go to that server and log in. By just going to my Google Play and go to zenithbankplc.com, right? Then put the password and email and password. They gain access like you. So that is keylogger. It steals your keystroke. There's brute force. Brute force can brute force your password to get it within 3 seconds. Like your password that I've seen. If you declare brute force within 1 second, I should have access to your system. Because your password was with was like a letter, is a letter, right? It's something that you can pronounce. Let's take, for example, I'm not calling it, but let's take, for example, my name, Martins dot 123 or at 123 or underscore 123. You can guess that within 1 second. Yes. So now to trick brute force, your password should not make sense. So instead of Martins, I'm now starting from the S down to the M. It will not make any sense again, all right? It will not be like something out of the ordinary. Then in the middle, I can put a $sign. I can do, now I've tweaked it. You see the way I just tweaked the password now? Yes, brute force will not, because now the way brute force work is, it has a dictionary table of words, millions, billions of words. It has a dictionary table. Billions of words are there. So what it just does is it's trying it very fast. So your password is your name and it's a weak password. Yes. In password policy, your name with numbers and it's a weak, very weak password. They will very, very weak password. It's very weak password, yeah. So now you tweak it, you change it. Now the way attackers even roll is during the conduct research. Remember, I told you attackers' mindset. During the conduct of research, they use domain name. So I'll go to the domain name, check about the organization. Now, let's say I want to act Tekedu, for example. I want to conduct research. Can come here and just do Tekedu. This is open to everybody. It's a server. I'm communicating with the server already. So I don't have an account. Let's take, for example, let me log out because my account is logged in here. I don't have an account. Now, with this interface, I can see that, oh, they have a number here, right? I'm conducting research already. They have a number here. Okay, they are in Benin City. And with the way it even work, I think they have a map in this their website. Contact address, support, they have an email, contact info, there's course, They have even social media. Now I'm trying to accumulate with just this information. I know what they do already without being a student. I've seen course. I can go to their course without being a member, right? Being a student or anything. I can see, oh, they offer product design, they offer mobile application, they offer multiple things. They are doing this to promote their brand. But cyber attackers is doing it to look for what? Vulnerability. Now I know what they do. I know they have a secretary now. I took the number, I called, she picked. Oh, I made inquiries. Like, okay, I come here. But my intentions are different from your intention now to come and learn. Right. So I come here and look at the secretary, she's a girl. Be like, okay, I know how to. That is where identifying the target comes in. Now you know, so in bigger organization, during that time of the conducting research, they look for the women in their 30s, 35, in between 30 to 40, that don't have that don't have that security awareness too much, or maybe people in their men in their 40s, in their 50s that still work there. That during that time, the internet, so now they don't have, some men don't even have password on their phone. Yeah, that's going to that. Some men, they don't, while some are very conscious. Trust me, a lot are very conscious. So now I'm targeting those people. I'm not targeting them directly to get their own personal. I just know that now, since they're in the age range of 40 to 50, they should be in 1971, 1970. So their password mainly, a lot of people use or just try and ask, what is your favorite daughter's name? What is your pet's name? I'm telling you, it's everywhere. Because they are not aware. Some are aware, but they are not, what is it called? They are not practicing it. I know some of us here still have one password for all of our social media. Don't worry, you're mad. After I've logged in your Instagram in this class, I will not do that. I will only show you how to do it. Yes. Okay. So there are different types of social engineering. There's what we call phishing. Phishing is using emails, sending emails. You now put something like an urgency. Click this thing, your password has been compromised. Click this to reset your password. So that is like phishing email. We have smishing using SMS, normal SMS. Then we have phishing using phone call. So now I want to do this class drill. I think this is 10:40. This class drill, then I will attend to. I'll say yes. I see me and names, and we are not good at all. So one of these class drill, I know some of us have experienced some, maybe it might not be a sophisticated attack, but you have experienced one or two attacks. For example, I know of someone that they tricked with selling goods. Person now have to be giving this people money. Yeah, and I'll start with myself. This is a personal experience. Pascal, Prosper, active. You want to go and get water, go and get water. Like you just be drinking, wash your face. So this is a personal experience, and everybody, if you have any, you can share too. Many years ago, when like 2020, that should be 2016 or 2015. I was in Igbo. I was staying in Igbo then. I just rented the apartment right now. All of a sudden, I saw recharge card on my phone. I was using one Nokia 3310, those small Nokia phone. Just a recharge card, SMS just came with many numbers. Then the call came in. The person was like, I'm sorry, I mistakenly sent you. Can you send it back? I didn't ever think it too much. I just forwarded the message to the number that called me. I sent it back. Few minutes later, the person called back again. They are very grateful. They were thanking me. Thank you very much. God will bless you. So we still have good people in this country. They were just saying something. I'm like, no problem, no problem, no problem. Then he said, I should hold on. He wants to give it to his father, his grandfather. That his grandma want to pray for me. We gave it to the man. You know, this they are Yoruba assets. This old Yoruba assets. They will not be, my son. Bro, that type of assets. Not using it, he was saying different prayers, Then he said, as he's just praying for me, he's feeling some things that people are after my life. And truthfully, black people be after my life that period. That is psychology. See, that's psychological way of making somebody. That's the social engineering part now. So he's not using psychology on me. Because obviously, ask anybody who is living a perfect life right now. So that is what they are feeding on. So he said, you can see some of the people, are, especially from my father's side, and truthfully, my father's side. So I kept listening. I kept listening. Yes, he said that there's something he's going to tell me to do, that I should do it. But if I do this thing, any other thing he tells me to do, that I must do it. If I don't do it, it might become a curse. So this is debating now. This is debating. Debating is, if you do this thing, you will get this. But after this thing, now anything I tell you to do in the future, you must do it to all. It will now come back to it. Because I talked about the thing. Then he said I should go and get water. Before we proceed, I should go and get sachet water. I did not get sachet water. I just stayed for a few seconds. I was like, okay, the water is with me. I didn't carry any water. The water is with me. Say, okay. So now he's going to pray. After the prayer, I should open it and pour it on my head. Then be ready to wash my hands. The two was not getting, I can't be vexed. I was not getting angry with. Oh, I already know where this guy is going to. For you to tell me that anything you tell me after now, I must do it. If I don't do it, it's not become a cause. You that is praying since all of a sudden now, it's not all about you. Or just do the math. Fire cost to this people and insulted the man. He ended the call. I called him again. He picked. I insulted him. He ended the call. I called. He blocked my number. It's another number. I called him. I insulted. Yes, but trust me, a lot of people will fall victim. I was not really there. There was no money that time. We were just school, trying to struggle with school, trying to struggle. Yes, normal at the time in everybody's life, you must go through a particular time. How will I go and be doing this thing with this? I don't even know. So you're in Ogun State. That after the price, you know what? One of these days, I will come. After you have do everything for me, it means that we even come to Ogun State to come and buy cow. So that was an experience. You see, I just shared this thing. It still happened till date. Remember I said in 2016 or 2015 that this thing happened. Till date, it still happens. I was driving the other day. I got somebody called me. They didn't even send a message now. He just got a pic, say, please check your inbox. I said, you're mad. Just because now I'm already aware. Remember, we were saying something about awareness. That is it. You speak up. You speak up. So I want to do a class. If you have any experience before, any experience, I do this a lot, all of my students' class. If you have any experience, you can share. If you have any, don't have any, no problem. If you have any experience, yeah. You want to get what? A meme coin. Yeah.
I was thinking of my complex that's what this message very like learning and stuff like that. So I was like, in my mind, so it was not really something that can like scam me or something like that. I think of me depending on the part where there's a link or this technically I almost got into the account, but I don't think like the meeting was just in that with me. So the next thing, I was able to discuss it with my account. This guy was talking to and it's like this up, this up. Next, I'll see you spend the some still out of your account. Now, like I said, she sent me as not sent out. So I opened the wallet. I just my but I saw transaction of the money.
So if you are having 1,700,000, 300,000, it's gone. See, it not pass like ask your question. It not pass to click the link. I know your question is you want to know how they do that link now. Yes.
I was trying to write something online. So I'm not frequently with buying things online. Because I'm scared of this. But with my foreign account, I have the card, like the ATM card. So I have more confidence on my foreign account and I believe the account is really acceptable compared to my Nigeria account, right? So if I for any reason I want to buy something online, I prefer using my foreign account. So that very thing, something was going on. I was doing something online. While I wanted to do a subscription. And I now put my ATM number. Put all the mail. But the site where I was doing that thing, I was not 100% convinced that this thing is effective. So that's the one reason I will not put my Nigeria card. Because before I can secure it, for foreign funds, they have mental level of security. So I was like, what do I do? When I put it, immediately I started receiving, I received one message on my phone. That message is like whenever I do any transaction on that card, I will receive message. I'm making transactions online. And I haven't even got the value money. So what I did was, of course, let me see what is going on. Then I, in that account, I have dollar, local currency. So if I want to buy something, I usually convert the money to the local currency. I want to buy that local currency. I don't do it because I'm in the same account. So you know that they were able to access the local currency, but they did withdraw the dollar. What happened was they used my card to buy. They didn't have access to the unique information they are putting. They were able to purchase other things with my card online. So I received the debit. So I was like, okay, this money I don't like back $9 So as soon as I got that, what I did was to send a message to the fund that I didn't do any transaction or so. So they now have me to complete my account. Complete my account. So whenever I'm doing transactions, they send me a code, OTP to my account. So if I don't figure out, that means not effective. That was how.
Or you lost the money.
Yeah, they told me to go to the bank that they will figure out, but there was.
For $50.
They will do it. Oh, they will do it. They are not experiencing my.
Hello? Talk to me.
I said, I will do my own. Our plans like this. All those shit are plans like they need. Like all our plans, like all our plans, always be like
Any money that I have,
Yeah.
because where she's not, she's far from. So what I have to do?
Even that whole pay, yeah, hopefully.
My own, so I give her around me, and I will give the ATM to her. That's the got now the stick not any money that I get
So
from.
you know why? You know why?
I don't know.
The NIN. That NIN on BVN is linked to any account, any of our accounts. So that's what generates. And yes, sound. So that can hear sound. So is the BVN. If you open any other bank today, as long as that BVN is linking to the other bank, you can have access to that same bank.
And you know that what I just explained, because I didn't go to the bank to verify what they get able to secure it today, I'm still, they still breaking attempt on that account. The only way,
It's already on the dashboard.
what I do is, I go to my bank app to make the card inactive. Except when I want to do it, I just open, make it active and use it to
Just cancel the bank and get another one.
the bank card.
Yes,
That-
yes, cancel it and get another one. You are risking it. See, what if I run a section on that card that anytime.
Anytime anybody can, before anybody would do it,
So, sir, any experience that you can share? Any experience? Okay. Mr. Any experience? Are you I've never experienced any attack, cyber or the one you said they took your WhatsApp, they were sending messages to people to ask them for money. That one really went, that was viral. Oh, any experience about from it? Okay. So, this Kamsi, right? Kamsi, okay. So Kamsi, I'm just going to do a little brief of introduction. This is a Prosper, sleeping in my class. This Prosper is sleeping in my class. This Prosper is Austin. This Austin, this Kingsley. That's the Damilola, our celebrity. That is Mr. Victor. So I'm Martin's cybersecurity tutor here. Take it. So I just have a few questions so that we can be on the same page. Apart from what do you do about here coming to cybersecurity? That's the first question. Like, what do you do? And also, why did you choose cybersecurity? Student, Unibank. Okay. Are you doing IT? This is an IT. Okay. They are not the fair. They are like the 6th or the 7th IT students I'm taking here. Okay, so you're students currently. All right. So now why cybersecurity? Because of you use the computer science. Computer science. It makes sense. You don't even have to explain. I did computer science in uni. Yes, with cloud, with the cloud AI, you can write anything. Just tell you what to do. It gives you everything. Yeah, but there are still basics you need to know to be able to even HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, and all of those things there. But anyways, cybersecurity is on another level. I mean, so if we talk about security, trust me, even the AI, they're done. Are you living now? Oh, even AI right now needs to be secure. Right. So if you have an experience in cybersecurity, you can go for AI security. So you already have experience of how attackers now, like I said before, somebody can create a bot, cyber attack, to communicate with business owners and administrate information, steal data, steal money, yes, steal coins. Let me tell you, the link you said you click, trust me, is even way more than just clicking a link right now. It's way more than. So don't worry, we'll do a lot since you're a registered student right now. Okay. Mr. Austin, just have a few minutes now. I'll start doing that thing because most students are coming from 11:30. They are leaving this class. So start doing it. And also this man should walk him through too. Mr. You've done yours. So let's do 3-3. Let's pay 3. Promise. Prosper. Yeah, the ISC. Walking through this man. Sir, please help me to walk him through. You remember the step we took? Okay. Walking through. Upon.
Okay, I'll just start again.
Yes.
So, want to be-
Huh? Eh, okay, they are using you. I still have time. Your camera block.
Stop break.
This is matic. First part. So you still came to beat me. That's what used to bring the land to the prostitute. You're on duty. Oh, you took drugs. So as if he came from this, you have to take from the rest. Great account. In the top, you see the top of it. Your class is starting by 11:30. How's that? Are you done? What happened?
When you are asking you wanted to invite everybody. I like everything.
This still in 2 months.
But now only with another system.
In order not to keep please others, you can cut, you can go
Yeah,
off.
going on.
Yes, so that data analysis can come to that.